Hello and welcome back guys to another Vampyr stream. We'll be progressing after the boss fight. We defeated the William Bishop boss fight in the last stream. So let's just progress on. Quite a good game, I must say. Eternal Thirst, of course. Yep, let's hop in real quick. First of all, I'm gonna rest in a safe location. Then I'm gonna level up a bit because it's gonna be quite tough in the future up ahead. So let's just progress through. God, why is this lag happening? Is this some problem? Anyway, it's fine. It's just gonna warm up my PC. I've seen this part, but it's showing me again. Anyways, not a problem.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was...
Give me a moment, I'll be right back.
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness! I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news!
Not skippable. If it was, it would be good. Because I've seen it already.
Oh, Doctor, what a night.
Anyways,
we lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yesterday I should have
Yes,
saved
well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay, so here we are at the location here.
It's locked, all right.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Okay.
Come on, you bastard! You did it now! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Bastard gave me a good Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Okay, he's down. One less shit guy to worry about.
Back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Okay, that's done.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets, such a burden, such a divine sin.
Okay, where do I go now? Is there anything I can do here?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Okay, let's ask a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in.
I gave him...
What kind of man is Dr.
Well, you accepted the...
Apologies.
Dr.
It's right to...
You'll get to know him.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay. My FPS is really low here, around 45, 50.
Dr. Swansea is right.
35.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently...
Well,
How would you...
it's...
Nurse Hawkins...
I would...
You must... How long?
Or long enough to see that...
You're right.
Well, not...
Why is Milton...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about...
Okay.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know.
The hints around.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I'll do this later. It shows top floor. Where's the downstairs? It's here. Up the stairs to the left. And it's the end of the corridor, the office. This one, okay. I'll get into it. But why is...
It's locked.
Okay.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Just upgrade some equipment. Shop. Light regeneration 300 instantly, then I need to shit. Not much.
William
Okay.
Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
It can't be like half of it. Okay, never mind. Okay, I get it.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Night shift. Chapter 2, night shift. Okay. That's good enough. Before that,
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
I'll be right back in like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I need to have my food. Okay guys, I'm back. So let's just go into it. One more.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Yeah, I'm gonna hurry up. Chill out.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Look, if you look up close to this guy's face, it's fully vampiric in nature. And no going back, so not use tack shot. Okay. How do I equip?
Not now!
Okay, it's Swansea. Okay, let's just go ahead.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me, even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
Oh shit, I used it in front of everyone by mistake.
I cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Let's see who's making those noises. Easy peasy. That's all. That's all of these. Whoa. That's the outside.
It's locked. behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Okay, I've got the quinine.
I cannot enter. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. It's locked. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Okay, all these are closed. All these are closed. So what I'm gonna do is head back down to the basement. Head back down to the basement, bro. Back down. Oh, we've got an evolution. Okay, where did he go? Yo, come back here.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
I need to regain my stamina. Okay. Oh shit, man, my bad. Oh. Okay. Okay, dead. What is the stamina? Forever to build up. Do I get anything from here? Shillings, man. The shit is that?
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked, all right. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest... Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a puncture. Sign Tippett has made an...
Okay, I need to do the triangle every single time until and unless I get to drink the blood. Yeah. Don't know what's up. Okay. Oh, this is a big area. That's a good one this guy had. Okay, done.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Yep.
To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
I don't have any ingredients, so 140 meters where? Oh no, I don't. Craft some treatment for fatigue. The heart of the interrogate, corcon tippers of the medical interrogate, medical craft. What the? Okay. Crafted here. It's. Yes. Okay, that's done. Bring the medicine to Dorothy's. Shit. Okay, that's done. This doesn't open. Yo, where are you running off? It's pretty tough, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna kill them both. I'll drag one by one actually. Pretty Galio especially.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop.
Okay.
Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Okay, that's done. Shouldn't do that over here. Let's just go through this place. Just quickly finish it off and stop the stream, man, because I'll be going.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month?
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your...
Duty-
Many thanks.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Okay,
Circumstances,
I will not
I'm
let
willing to give
my
the benefit of the doubt.
So this video, I'll be doing this healing thing, saving the patients and all. The next part. Thank you for tuning in. We'll meet up in the next one. Thank you, everyone.